Running a studio from home is a dream come true. I have had wonderful associations and work situations with other companies. I've just had a wonderful career in the video production business. But to be able to work from home just allows me a different kind of lifestyle. I'm able to go and network and visit other clients. Sometimes clients come to my home, sometimes I go to their home, or sometimes we meet somewhere for coffee. So I just have a flexibility to make this what fits my particular stage of life. I'm an empty nester with my husband, so if we want to take off and go on a trip, I can do that. I keep regular hours and I post regular hours, but it's just such a flexibility it's just a wonderful thing.
We own and run the studio full time, but one of the great things about being a home video studio owner is that you have a great amount of flexibility in how you choose to run your business. Some of our colleagues who are owners run the business from their home. Some people, like us, run the business from a storefront. The other flexible aspect about being an owner is that you can choose your own hours. When we first started, we opened a storefront in downtown Mount Dora, and we ran and were open 6 days a week because we chose to be. We did a lot of networking, and we wanted people to know where we were. As the years went by, we gradually cut that down to 5 days a week. And sometimes now, as we're a little older, we've been running our studio for 8 years, Michael sometimes works 4.5 days a week, but it's totally flexible, and that's one of the beauties of being a home video studio owner.
And my version of home video studio is in my home, and that also in some ways gives me the leeway to come and go as far as working on projects, and also if I need to stay late or go back downstairs to restart a transfer or work on video editing. And so there's more flexibility in my case. And in the first couple of years, I was also working with, or my dog Zoe was with me, and she would come down to the studio sometimes, and she'd always very often asked to go out for walks. And so it was much easier having a studio at home, so I could take her out whenever she needed or wanted to go out for a walk.
When we first opened Home Video Studio in Mount Dora, I made the decision to try to be all things to all people. I wanted to be able to capture any sale that came into my door. So we acquired every piece of equipment that we could think of to be able to handle video and film and slides and photos and audio, to be able to transfer the analog signals to a digital format. And we didn't feel comfortable, even though it is set up to be a home-based business, we didn't feel comfortable about bringing people into our home because we kind of live in a remote area, and I don't know if the Homeowners Association would have appreciated that. I really don't know. I didn't investigate. So from the very beginning, we wanted to open up into a storefront with normal operating hours where people could just come and go at their convenience. And we try to make it as easy as possible for people to be able to utilize our services. So we thought that a storefront with posted hours would be the best way for us to go, and it's been successful for us.
I show my passion for the business just by getting up every morning and going right to work. Obviously, I work out of my home, and I have my basement area set up as my studio. And I think passion is all about really getting up every morning and doing the work. As working out of home, I could be lazy and start at 10 o'clock versus at 8:30. But because I know that I want to make my customers happy and get their jobs to them at the promised time and give them a quality product, then I spend the time as if I was working for, not just working for myself, but working for someone else. So whoever I'm working for, if I'm gonna get up and work the hours that I'm expected to, since this is my own business, I'm more invested in it and I want to succeed more than if I were working for someone else.
Yeah, well, it's very distracting working at home for us. We have a lot of pets and we have grandchildren coming in and out of the home. So we decided that we were going to go on a search for a storefront, and searched in 3 different towns and came across this really nice space in a strip mall in the central part of town, in the central part of our region, and had nice signage. People at the at the main thoroughfare can see the signs, and we just thought it'd be a really good fit, easy for people to get in and out. So we're really excited about getting it going. We get our signage in a few weeks, and it's exciting.
My wife and I are in the business together. We've decided that we'll run it together, and until I retire, my wife will be in the studio full-time. We've actually opened a studio store, so my wife will be at the studio store full-time every day, and I will be working evenings and weekends.
I have kind of an unusual circumstance. I sort of throttle my business depending on the time of year, and some parts of the year I will go full-time or even overtime, the busy seasons, and other times I'll throttle it back and I will work part-time.
If you are watching this now and you're on the fence about whether or not the home video studio is a good fit for you, I would take the next step. It's a non-committal step. Just give a call. Give a call to the number that you've got on the material that you received. Visit another home video studio office like I did. But get your questions answered. Any concerns that you have can be addressed because we've all shared them. We all have them. But the opportunity that is in front of you is a special one. And if you're really serious about getting into this line of business, I would hardly recommend you take the next step and give a call to someone.